Hey guys, Tyler Ansman here with Tyler Ansman Performance. So today we're gonna talk about how we train the pec so that we can kind of maximize our throwing velocity, all right? So what are we talking about in terms of demands? Well, what we're looking for is that we can train the pec elastically so that when the arm is flipped up and kind of lagged behind as the torso begins to rotate, that elastic nature of the pec will allow it to be stretched and then rebound really fast and really forcefully. So what we're gonna do today is kind of take you through kind of the basic structure of how we'll train that, starting with our opening the range of motion through the training process, kind of like a sample session for training the pec. The first step is to open up some new range of motion so that we can effectively lag that arm and have a greater distance to pull from and place a greater stretch on the connective tissue. The pec smash is one of the ways we can do this, targeting the pec minor. The pec minor can become particularly crunchy in some guys and can cause problems as it drives anterior tilt of the scapula and restricts its ability to posteriorly tilt, which can negatively impact layback. Once that range of motion is opened, we have to do something to control this passive range of motion we've added. This is where deep overcoming ISOs can be very helpful, as they can specifically strengthen a given range of motion, right? So we've used an overcoming ISO fly here. And so what I've essentially done is I've hooked up a TRX or any kind of strap will work here. I've hooked it up to our isometric dynamometer in a chain. We've gone to that very deep end range of motion with a slightly kind of flexed elbow. And then from there, I'm gonna pull as hard as I can into that position, all right, for generally about 5 seconds, and then we'll switch sides. So I'm also kind of turning my body away from there to try to get a little bit deeper into that range of motion. And this will be kind of one that we can really specifically strengthen that end range of motion, because generally isometrics will transfer to about 15 degrees from where they're trained. After these, it's time to train that contract relax ability. We know that the best athletes in the world are the best at being able to relax quickly and turn on tension when it's required, but not before then. This allows higher velocity movements to take place and deeper range of motion to be accessed. For this, we'll be using an oscillating pec fly and going for a specific time. We'll generally use about 6 seconds here. We're trying to go as fast as we can, kind of through these bands, and we're both pushing and pulling actively into horizontal abduction and horizontal adduction. After this, we have kind of two options. A partner pec fly drop or a sideline pec throw. Both these are great, but the partner drop will have an added kind of bonus of intensity, with the drop making the eccentric action and resulting tension extremely intense. You want to begin light here and build slowly. Use both a 2-pound and a 4-pound ball here, and I can tell you the 4-pound ball is much more intense. Just remember, the goal here is much more velocity than load. And then the sideline pec throw combines hip and torso rotation with the arm lagging pattern to place a stretch, and can help athletes kind of feel the timing of the relaxation and tension a bit better, as it'll be very noticeable when you get this, when it's timed correctly versus incorrectly, right? If you time it correctly, you're gonna feel kind of this bounce out of that position. If you time it incorrectly, it's gonna feel like you're kind of pushing and moving like a brick. So give these moves a try, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're interested in some guidance in your own career and some help getting to the next level, let us build your program for you. So the way this will work is we'll take you through an entire assessment process, going through your mobility and movement screening. We'll take you through a mechanical analysis as well, based on about 60 points that we've built out to kind of decide where your greatest areas of opportunity are. And then we'll also go through a force velocity profile, so we can help build out your strength and conditioning plan. With this in mind, we'll build out an entire plan for you based around all of your kind of areas of need, weakness, and opportunity, based on your time of year and working with your current school schedule if that becomes an issue. You'll have access to your coach every day with unlimited text and email support, and a video library for kind of any issues that you have with the movements. We'll also check in weekly to see how your throwing is going, and we will kind of guide you through the entire process. If you're interested in this, shoot us an email or kind of check out the informational page on the website if you have any questions. Thanks.